This is my annual one I do. MLB teams, baseball teams celebrating winning divisions with champagne and like jumping up and down with goggles and shit because tight. That's tight. Like if that was when you did it and then you did it in the AL/NLCS and World Series, then I'm cool with that. But like the fact that like if you like the Washington Nationals clinched a wild card spot and they wore those "Let's Get Wild" shirts and we're just jumping up and down shooting champagne, and the Yankees did it last year and I was like, fuck the Yankees, don't do that. Like I'm a Yankees fan, but like, you shouldn't fucking celebrate winning a division, especially a fucking wild card. You don't get champagne when you win a wild card. You backed in.
You made the postseason after 100.
Who gives a shit?
Here's what it is.
Shit?
And I'm sure I said this last year. No, fuck you.
Goal to fucking play towards.
Fuck you. Here's what it is.
You didn't win shit
You were
yet.
spoiled as a child growing up as a Yankees fan
yet.
when every fucking year you won the division year after year after
I'm
year
calling
after
them
year
out for
and year
fucking
and
doing
year.
this.
But that's what I'm saying. This is why you don't respect how hard it is to win the division, because as a child your team
what
always
Paul-
won the
you know
fucking
what Paul
division.
O'Neill-
Every fucking year.
You know what Paul O'Neill, Chuck Knobloch, and David Cohn never did?
Fuck
fucking
you.
celebrated
Fuck
a
you.
division
Don't you bring up
title with
Chuck Knobloch to
champagne.
me.
They never celebrated.
Don't you bring up a
division
Red
title
Sox
with
player that
champagne.
became a fucking Yankees player? Don't you do
They
that?
weren't fucking wearing, oh, we're going to the playoffs shirts. They weren't doing that because that's all they're doing. The MLB is trying to sell shirts. They're trying to sell merchandise. That's why they do these fucking
one
celebrations.
One of the greatest dynasties in the history of baseball. That's why when every year you were there and it was expected and it was all the fucking time. Guess what? Not every team is the fucking Yankees. Not every team is the Red Sox. Not every team has this unlimited budget
titles.
to
Division
fucking
titles are
spend
shit.
on everything.
Division titles are shit.
No.
Last year I was on Alex's side, but this year I had a change of heart and I'm on Pat's side. I think it's fine.
I don't care. It's fine if it's just a division, but the fact that I fucking and it's the division one is a little bit easier to stomach than I hate the teams that, in the wild card play-in game now. Then they're like, oh, we're going to the next round. We won one game. Let's shoot champagne again.
The wild card is a little weird.
Because hypothetically, you could go and you could win 5 games technically, and say you won the last game of the season and that clinched that spot. Then you get a champagne celebration. You win the wild card game. The next game, you literally would get another champagne celebration, and then say you sweep them in the division series. That's 3 games later. You get another. So you get 7 champagne celebrations. No, you don't get that. Champagne is for winners. Champagne is for championships. Champagne, division championship, tight. You don't get it for wild card. You don't get it for division series. If you go to the ALCS or the NLCS, you don't get to fucking pop champagne. Act like you fucking been there. Especially fucking Astros now. You've been there. You've been there.
All right, here's something
that
I feel like
it's
you're
not
not
a big
taking
deal.
into account. You understand how playoff bonuses work?
I don't give a fuck. You're making money. Just fucking take that, put it in the bank, and buy a goddamn boat
look,
or some shit.
we made it. Here's an extra $15,000, $20,000 a month contract. Oh, wait, we made it next round. There's another $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000.
This is the Odell Beckham boat trip for baseball.
No, it is not, because it's not in the middle of the season. And here's another thing.
That wasn't the playoffs.
Here's another thing that's
Odell
different
did it after a divisional playoff
is the
game.
length of the fucking
Before
season.
a divisional playoff game.
There's 60 games. When there's 162 games and you're grinding every fucking day and you get one day off every week and a half, that's why you fucking celebrate. Because you're not getting time off. Especially, there's a lot of times when you're not getting, I get to go home to my family and then we fly back out. Maybe every so often I spend 1 week where I don't go home. There's times when these guys don't get home for 2 fucking weeks of everyday fucking baseball. Are they spraying champagne
with their families? Or are they spraying champagnes with their friends?
Yes, actually they are, because if you spend every single day of your life together for what?
I don't know. I've seen a lot of those.
Robert, how long is the season?
I've seen a lot of those locker room
that
videos.
That is your fucking family.
Family members in there.
That is your fucking family after a while.
That's tight, but hey, Astros, you want to
be
spending
more time
seriously.
with their teammates than they are with their family.
Not just Astros, but the Cubs.
You're just a fucking
Cubs too. The Cubs too. When they did that shit, they were like, "Oh, we're all this is what fucking Tampa Bay does when they get in the playoffs, man."
No.
This is what Tampa Bay does.
Robert, I really think it is. It's just, it grows. It comes from him being spoiled as a child.
It's not that.
Where the Yankees were there every fucking year, over and over and over and over for 14 fucking years.
I thought it was stupid.
Not every team has it.
I thought it was stupid.
No, I get that you're saying you think it was stupid when the Yankees did it. I'm not saying it's dumb that the Yankees do it. I'm saying you're spoiled because the Yankees were always expected to be there every year of your fucking childhood. Not every team fucking has that. Making the playoffs is a big fucking deal. You grew up as a fan of the most prestigious fucking baseball team in the history of baseball, that it is the expectation every year, even when you're bad, you're supposed to make the fucking playoffs.
And again,
you're supposed to.
Paul O'Neill didn't do this shit when he won the division.
Exactly, because he was supposed to make it every fucking year. Not every team gets this fucking thing.
The 2019 Astros weren't supposed to just win this division.
Yes, they are, but it's still a fucking big deal. But you know why? Because the 2015, 2014, 2013, 2012, 2011, 2010, 2009, 2008, 2007.
That's the past, man. Act like you've been there.
But it's not the history of the fucking team.
You've won the World Series.
When the history of your team is that every single year you're supposed to fucking be there, it doesn't mean as much when not every franchise is expected to be there every fucking year. That's what you don't understand.
I get this is an old man take.
No, you don't get it.
This is an old man take. I get it.
Pissing me off. You don't understand that not every team is supposed to be there every year, and you're spoiled. Yes, Astros fans are spoiled right now, but talk to an Astros fan 10 years ago. Ask if the division meant something. Even when the Braves were making it every fucking year because they had Glavine Smoltz and Mad Dog. Like yes, they did.
Yeah, when they won the NLCS and when
every
they
time they got
Series.
to the playoffs, they did. Because even though they were winning it for 14 years in a row,
again,
Robert, for the Braves,
like
they
I
understand
said,
the playoffs is a big fucking deal. Because if you don't make the playoffs, you can't win the fucking championship.
Like I said,
so you celebrate getting there because that's the next step.
The least biggest offender is the division championship.
This is really just pissing me off.
Least biggest offender is the division championship celebration. I get that, but like the Nationals. Fuck you. You don't get to celebrate a wild card. Get the fuck out of here.
You can't win the World Series if you don't even get to the wild card.
You have to play one game. You could be out tomorrow. Fuck off.
Okay. Or because you got yourself into that spot, you could win tomorrow. And then you could fucking win the next series. And then you can win the next series. And then you can win it.
Okay, but you think I win one wild card game, so I get a champagne celebration again the next day,
yes.
and then I also get another one 3 days later?
You just don't understand how long.
Bullshit.
It's because you don't understand the grind of the 162 game season.
I just appreciate people that act like they've been there before. And I know
because you grew up rooting for a fucking team that's been there before 26 fucking times.
Astros have also been there before, so just act like you've been there, guys. Just act like you've been there. I'm just not just the Astros, but I'm just saying.
Robert, I need you to clip this fucking link, and then I need you to send it to all of Astros Twitter and all of baseball Twitter.
I don't
because
care.
This
Astros
fucking
Twitter
idiot
can go
doesn't
off
understand.
on
Actually,
me.
I don't even like Astros Twitter. I think most of you are fucking dickheads.
Oh my God, like me.
Everything is fucking bad until it's good, and then it's good, and then fuck Correa, even though he's awesome and I love him when he's good, but then when he's not even in the lineup, fuck him and fuck his girlfriend, even though she has nothing to do with it.
OMG, F the Red Sox and Yankees, am I right, guys? And then 4 million likes.
I want to find a way to tag like Reds Twitter and fucking Milwaukee Twitter and all these fucking people.
This is something that the Brewers should do. The Brewers should celebrate like this. The Reds should celebrate like this.
Why? Because we've been good for 3 years?
Teams that have been good in recent history just fucking don't.
So we've had, I think 4 consecutive years of being good. We're not allowed to celebrate anymore.
You get 3 celebrations with champagne. You get a division title, you get the going to the World Series title, and the winning the World Series title.
That's not what you're saying, though.
You don't get every
your whole
round.
argument. Your whole argument has not been
winning the division, winning the wild card, winning the divisional series, then ALCS/NLCS, then that's 5 champagne celebrations.
No.
You don't get 5 celebrations.
If your whole argument has been
those.
You cannot celebrate the wild card, that's one thing. Your whole
wild
argument,
card shit.
Your
wild
whole argument started out with last year too was you cannot celebrate until it's the World Series. That's what your shit started as last year.
I said you can celebrate when you go to the World Series, when you win the championship series, and when you end the World Series.
So
now I'm
so,
like, okay,
so now
I'm trying to even back off a little bit and not be as much of a dick about it and be like, okay, you win the division, whatever. Fuck you, Yankees last year. You win the fucking wild card. You don't deserve a champagne celebration. You fucking back to win the goddamn division, and then you can fucking celebrate.
We're not going to agree, and you're fucking wrong.
That's my annual one.